Alright guys, we're back here again with review number 5 in this awesome Dio discography run through. And this time we're here with 1990s, Lock Up the Wolves, Dio's first album in the 90s. And it's arguable, well this is definitely up at this point, this is definitely Dio's, his heaviest album up to this point. And it's arguably his heaviest album in his entire discography. I would say maybe Angry Machines or the one after this one, Strange Highways, kind of come close to it as well. But really, any of those '90s records of Dio are really, really heavy. And on guitar, they had Rowan Robertson on guitar in this one, and he was some 18-year-old kid, and he kind of did this album. And then I didn't really do much after, and it's kind of like, what happened? Because the kid was a great guitar player. And I wish he could have maybe done some more albums with Dio. But anyways, we'll go ahead and jump through it here with the track list. Track number 1, big banger here, Wild One. Awesome track, and I'm telling you, the guitar work on this album is really good. I mean, Rowan Robertson can riff, man, and he can just shred. Like he was a perfect fit for this band. And I really wish he would have stayed with them. But yeah, Wild One, awesome, fast-paced track, got a good groove to it. Track number 2, Hey Angel, one of my favorite Dio songs, period, and one of the best songs off this album. I mean, that riff just is killer, and Dio's vocals as he just wails through it during that chorus, man. And another one that's possibly my favorite off here, the track number 3, Between Two Hearts. That sounds Sabbathy, just pure that riff from Rowan Robertson throughout the song. It just sounds pure Sabbathy. This album also reminds me a lot of the Dehumanizer album, of course, which would come after, and for the Dehumanizer album for Black Sabbath, which would come after this. He would return to Black Sabbath, and they have a real similar vibes. But yeah, Between Two Hearts, great song, one of my favorite Dio songs again. Then we've got Night Music, another great song. One that's got a real good groove to it, kind of like Wild One, real fast-paced, And then this one is an epic off here, the one that closes side 1. And that is the title track, Lock Up the Wolves. And man, that thing is heavy. Even during the intro, whenever, you'll hear that heavy riff and then it'll just go silent. And you'll hear that heavy riff again, and then Dio kicks in. Man, I mean, it's just beautiful. Beautifully heavy. And what a killer track. That whole first side is just wow. Now we're on side 2 here. And this is where I think, the album doesn't get weak. It's not weak by any means. They're all great songs, even on the back. But I do think side 1 definitely trumps side 2. But side 2, Evil on Queen Street, great track. Then after that, you've got Walk on Water, which that's another really, really good one in a row. And then Born on the Sun, track number 3 off here. Track number 3 off this side deal. And man, that is an awesome track. That was definitely, thus far during the track listing, that's the best one off of side 2, Born on the Sun. I mean, that chorus is awesome, and Dio's vocals, I'm telling you, the production on this album is really killer too. Like, it was very well produced. This album could come out today, and it just sounds very modern, and you kind of find that with some of these 80s metal groups. Some of them, I wouldn't say all of them. Like, Iron Maiden, for instance, I don't want to, that's not good for their 90s run, I don't think, but we'll get to that some other time. But yeah, some of, for example, back there, what I've recently listened to today, Ozzy's No More Tears, great production, that could come out today and it sounds really good. But, and same with this album. Anyways, you've got probably my least favorite track in the album after that, Twisted. It's good, got a good groove to it, cool little riff there, but not my favorite. And then you have one of the best Dio songs, one of the most powerful Dio songs in my opinion, My Eyes. That song is just beautiful. It gives me goosebumps, just that Ronnie's vocals during that opening verse, and just the guitar, it's like whenever Robertson's hitting them notes right off the bat there, it's running through you, like you can feel it. It makes your spine tingle. Again, one of the best songs. I mean, there are multiple songs off here that I would say are some of my favorite Dio songs, period. Great album. So that's like 5 for 5 of just great masterpiece albums, in my opinion. Over and over, you know, Dio just keeps popping these albums out, and you know, consistent greatness even with lineup changes. So that's, you know, that's really cool too, because you know, even with some of these lineup changes, it took them one album. Like obviously Vivian through Holy Diver and Sacred Heart, those are all incredible right off the bat, and they were pretty much had it right then. Craig Goldie comes in, took him one album. That was it. Like on his first album, he was set and fit right in. Same with Rowan Robertson, which is again why I think it is a damn shame he did not stay with the band. I don't really know what happened there or anything, or really even if he, you know, or it's a shame also that we didn't really hear much of him. You know, I've not really looked into other projects he's been on, but like I've not really heard about him being in any other bands. Maybe I'm wrong, you know, but anyways, yeah, that was my review for Lock Up the Wolves, review number 5 of Dio's discography here. And when we get our next one will be the second 90s Dio album, Strange Highways, which has got a whole different kind of vibe to it, a whole different feel from Dio's usual work up to this point. So I'm looking forward to knocking that review out and getting it out there. Anyways, thanks for watching. I appreciate it.